Thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna. Hey. And this is The Buzz with Beth. Welcome back. I am your host, Bethany Haven. I said that so out of order. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven. And I know what you're thinking. Beth, oh my God. You look so sexy. It's bringing tears to my eyes. And to that I say, I know. I really got it going on today. Okay, you guys. This one's going to be a doozy. It has been a long 2 weeks. Some good, some horrible. You know, that's usually how it goes for me. Oh, I already need a drink. I'm going to tell y'all, my throat hurts so bad. My sister has a friend who had a cough. He gave the cough to her, and she was so kind and went ahead and gave that cough to me. Well, I don't have the cough yet, but I do have the sore throat. So, you know, things are looking great. I'm really excited about this new opportunity to cough on everyone and everything. I'm kidding. I'm not going to cough on anyone. Rule of thumb. If you're going to cough, you do it like this. Into your arm crevice elbow. Into your elbow. Just like that. If you need to see it one more time, here we go. I'm beautiful, you guys. She says as she misses the straw on her drink. Okay, wait. Before I started recording, I ate a little snacky. I ate a little snack because I was like, whoa, you guys, the tummy's rumbling. She needs a snack. And I just went to the fridge. I opened one of the drawers, and I found this, like, little snack medley from Kroger. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know we had this in there. It was so good. It has sharp cheddar cheese with honey brown sugar turkey sausage. Guys, when I was doing some mechanical digestion, that's called chewing. I learned that in high school. I don't know. When I was eating that, it was so good. I feel like I can't see the I can't see me in the viewfinder. It's because I'm too little. The mini me is too little and I can't see me. I was like really confused. It's like, do I not have my contacts in? No, it's Beth. It's just because you can't see, period. Anyway. I found that in there. God, it was so good. I texted my sister that we need to get that tomorrow when we go back up to school because that was like really good. Jesus, I like want more of it, but like I don't want to like eat all of it at once. Oh, you know what? And it says this. Good source of protein and calcium. And I'll tell you this, guys. Protein and calcium, I think those are the good ones. So, I'm about to munch on that some more. That was really good. Like, I'm very happy with it. When I ate that little turkey sausage, I felt like I was in heaven. I had to sneeze. Oh my God, alert the press. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, it went away. Okay. The build up, and then it went away. Well, you know, it is how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's get to the actual topic. Let's get to the hot topics. Let's get to the topics of this episode. So, as you know, these past 2 weeks have been very hectic. 2 weeks ago was it wasn't 2 weeks ago, was it? A little over a week ago. I was on fall break, which isn't very long in college. Maybe it is at your school, but not at mine. It's 2 days. You get the weekend and then 2 more days. But Brooke and I, we get a little bit longer because after Thursday, we don't have Friday classes, so we come home on Thursdays. And last week on Thursday, a little over a week, okay, the other Thursday, 2 Thursdays ago, Brooke and I came home from school. And we took our dad to the fancy theater, and we watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the 50th anniversary. I had never seen it, Brooke had never seen it, and my dad had seen parts of it, so we went to go watch it, and my dad was like we kind of got the vibe that he wasn't that excited to go, And so we're like, dang it, we just want to spend time with him, and now he doesn't even want to go. But then we get there, you guys, his eyes were glued to the screen. He enjoyed it. He literally enjoyed it. And you can ask him, and he'll be like, it was all right. He'd be like, it was all right. But he enjoyed it, and I know he did. And then he also told me, after the fact, he's like, Beth, I farted next to you a lot of times, and you didn't even know. And I was like, can't even be mad. Can't hate the player for playing the game. So is that even the expression? Can't hate the game, not the player. Okay. I respect it. You know, fart while you can. You know, life's short. But the movie was super good. Now, I'll tell you this. Did I understand everything that happened in the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Absolutely not. Did I have a good time regardless? Absolutely yes! I had a good time, Brooke had a good time, and my dad had a good time, despite what he says if you ask him. He literally will just be like, it was fine, it was alright, but I know he enjoyed it. I know he did. And, you know, gotta love my dad. I ate popcorn while I was there, so that was really exciting. But I'll tell you this was interesting. While I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, I would love a hot dog right now. And it got me to thinking. I don't think I appreciate hot dogs enough, because I really want one now. I've been craving a hot dog, like a good hot dog. And I'll tell you how I like my hot dogs. Of course, you get the bun and you get the hot dog. Basic hot dog essentials. And I will tell you this, I don't even care for ketchup on it. I mean, take it or leave it, you know? If the ketchup's on there, that's fine. If it's not, hey, that's fine too. But you know what I love? I used to hate it, but as I've gotten older, God, I love mustard. Like, I love mustard. I spit all over my own face. Well, you know. You know how it is, ladies. God, I love mustard these days. In my 20 years of life, I'm coming into a spell where God, I love mustard. And so I love mustard on my hot dogs. And you know what I also love? Onions. My ideal hot dog is hot dog bun. Hot dog and bun. You know, you gotta have those to have a good hot dog. Mustard, onions, and some cheese. That's a good hot dog. Like, that's a 10 out of 10 hot dog. For real. For real. It really is. I'm going to ask my family to make hot dogs. My ear's itchy. Do you guys have this thing where if your throat's really itchy, your ears get really itchy? Because that's what I'm experiencing right now. And it's making me, how do you say, miserable. It's making me miserable. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the hot dogs. So I've been really craving a hot dog. And while I was in the theater, when I got there, I saw that there were hot dogs in the stand. But then I was like, I'm not going to get a hot dog. I want to eat popcorn. But then once I got into the theater and the movie started playing, I was like, Jesus Christ, can't stop thinking about the hot dog. Gotta have the hot dog. So I sent my dad out to go get the hot dog. And lo and behold, someone bought the last hot dog. And to that person, I want you to know, you ruined my night. You didn't ruin the night. I still had a pretty good night. But still, I was upset. And then my sister got Twizzlers. Of course I had Twizzlers. Can I say something about Twizzlers? I'm so sorry. I don't like to talk about things negatively on here, but I really do not like Twizzlers. However, there's a picture of me as a baby eating a Twizzler, but that's only because Brooke was feeding it to me. So there's also that. Brooke fed me a lot as a baby. For being only a year older than me, she was a second mother. I hate Twizzlers. I think they taste like plastic. But my sister loves them. I'll tell you what I do love that no one else in my family likes. I love gummy bears. I really like gummy bears, but I don't really like gummy worms. Interesting. And can I tell you this? Up to this point of the podcast, not a single thing on the list has been talked about. Like, I'm being so dead serious. I'm going to sneeze. Yeah. Let me talk about vacation. So, I did go on vacation. We took a little trip to Tennessee. How fun. And I'll tell you this, guys. You cross state lines and suddenly calico critters are heavily upcharged. What is up with this? When we were planning this trip, my mother asked me, what is one thing that you definitely must do on the trip, and we will make sure that you get that one thing. And I said, I want to go to the toy store and get calico critters. 20 years old, by the way. Because at the toy store they have, at where we went, they have like a big section of calico critters. Or so I thought. Because the last time I went there, they had a huge section of Calico Critters. And I wanted to get one. And so I told her I want to definitely go to the toy store and get Calico Critters. That's what I want to do. And she was like, okay, we can make this happen. Didn't happen because we go and what would have been $15 at the Barnes & Noble where I live was $30 in this toy store, if not more. And I was like, I'm not made of money. I'm not made of money. So I ended up not getting a Calico Critter. And so I was like, well, dang, the one thing I wanted to do, I couldn't even do. So I had to reevaluate. Okay, well, there's a bunch of antique stores here. I want to go. I want to go to an antique store because I love antiquing. You guys know me. That's like one of my favorite things to do. So my one thing I wanted to do changed. We had to pivot. And my parents, we woke up, we got breakfast, and then I was like, take me to the antique store. So we go. I had a specific one in mind. And we go. We drive up there. Kind of a long drive. Not really. But we get there. Closed sign. The joint was closed. I looked at the hours. It said it was open, but we show up and it's closed. And I'm like, are you serious? So we get back in the car. Mind you, I really wanted to go to the antique store because I had been before and I really liked it in there. And I really wanted to go back. Of course, my luck, it was closed? Question mark? What up with that? And then we get in the car and then we find another antique store. And it's like a really interesting one. It was called like Antiques and Oddities. I don't know why, but it was, I guess, odd stuff. And so we pull up there. It says open. We go up there and it's closed. It was closed, you guys. And I was like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? World 2, Beth 0. Because I'm losing. I'm losing this fight. And so we called it, you guys. We called it. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. We didn't call it. We ended up passing another antique store and we went in there. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loser. I just couldn't everything was so expensive. And I was just like, I can't do this. I mean, could I have bought the $15 mug? Yeah, I could have bought the $15 mug, but you gotta think, is the mug worth the $15? No, it's not, okay? Because I'll tell you this, I'll go to some of these antique stores, and I'm like, I'll see one that I literally own, and they'll be selling it for like $15, and I'm like, I got that for $1 back home. So I don't know what they're doing, but everything was so expensive. So I just looked around, which was also fun, but I didn't go out with anything. So, I mean, I was just losing every battle. And my throat is so itchy, you guys. It's not even funny. Okay. Then, the next day, or was it the same day? I don't remember. I think it was the same day. Then we were going to go shopping, like, to outlet stores, you know? You guys, one, my parents abandoned me. My parents abandoned my sister and I. I don't know why this was. I thought this was kind of going to be a family endeavor, but immediately we split up. Of course, I stick with Brooke because that's my girl. My sister Brooke. If you don't know Brooke, I don't know what you're doing because I talk about her all the time. You know that saying of, like, people... They'll be like, to know me is to know her too, because you're, like, so close. It's like this person comes up in every conversation. If you know me, you know her. I always think that about Brooke, because I'm like, if you know Beth, you also know Brooke, because I just talk about her so much, because she's my best friend. But, anyway, so Brooke and I are shopping, and I'm just not having a good time, you guys. I was wearing the same outfit. I was not having a good time, and I'll tell you why. I love shopping. I don't like crowds. I really, like, this is so true. It's not even anxiety. I think maybe in the past I had anxiety about crowds, but I don't even have anxiety about it anymore. I just simply do not like it because I'll put it like this. I'm not an angry person, despite what you see on this podcast. I'm not an angry person. I'm pretty easygoing. And hey, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But, like, if you put me in a crowd of people and they keep getting in my way, I'm going to be a very angry person. Like, it is bad. I become angry. I have visions of becoming violent. I have a horrible time, okay? And so, I'm at the point where I'm just not even talking anymore. I'm silent. It's hot. People keep getting in my way. It's crowded. And I'm angry, okay? And then I'm trying clothes on and they don't fit, okay? I'm losing my mind, alright? Nothing like sitting in a dressing room, sweating your balls off, and nothing even fits. So, that was the situation. And also, I was hungry. I had a Coke in my hand, which I don't even drink Coke that often anymore. I used to, like, a while back, but I, like, just stopped drinking Coke. A cola. Coca-Cola! I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. And then I was like, I want to feel something burn. Do you ever feel that way? Like, you just need, like, a carbonated beverage because you need to feel that burn? That's what I wanted. And then I get the Coke, and it didn't even taste that good. So it was like, $9 Coke down the drain. No, I still drink it. But that was upsetting, okay? And I don't know. But I'm like, I need to eat. And also my feet were hurting. Guys, it was like, if it could be going wrong, it was going to. Story of my life. If it could go wrong, it will, sister. It will. And I wasn't happy. Can I tell you guys something? Let me pause. I need to tell you guys something for real. My microphone stand is broken. Like a long time ago, like a few months ago, years and years ago, it was a few months ago, I moved this because I needed to take it somewhere else, like my mic stand. And when I did that, I think I lost one of the screws that screw into the piece that hooks the mic to it. And now it just flops around. And I just had to balance it right. It's been like this for months, and I've just had to, like, balance it on there. And so every time I move it, it doesn't move the way I want. And it's driving me insane. It's driving me up the wall. Family, if you're listening, family, Christmas gift idea, maybe a new mic stand, because I have screwed this up. I have really screwed this up. And I also, if you want to get me a new mic too, honestly, you know what? Scratch the whole mic thing. Every time I see, like, other podcasters, they always have the same brand of microphone. And I'm like, but is the audio quality that different? Probably. You guys are probably listening to my podcast and are like, the audio sucks butt, Beth. It really sucks butt. It sucks poop out of a butt. And I hear it and I'm like, this sounds like the voice of an angel. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I'm in the outlets store, okay? I'm not having a good time. It's just too much. And the crowds of people, it's making me mad, you guys. It's making me mad. And I learned, apparently, one of my pet peeves is people getting in my way. Because I'm like, it makes me, like, the thought of it is making me really angry. I'm like, hey, get out of my way, or I'm gonna have to give you a swift punch to the face. It's unfortunate, but that is how it is. I'm not violent. I'm gonna hurt you. But that's just my train of thought. I would never do that. But it was making me angry. It was awful. And I'm hungry. And then I just had to tell Brooke, I'm ready to go. And apparently my parents had been at the truck the whole time. I was like, we could have been gone. All of this to say, I still had a pretty good time because I like to look at things. That is one of my favorite things to do. I like to look at things. And so because of that, I still had a pretty good time. I'd rate the experience 7 out of 10. But then we get to the truck and I'm like, you guys, I am hungry. I'm hungry. And so we get back to the hotel. And we order, what's the place called? Is it like Firehouse Subs? Firefighter Subs? I don't know. You know that restaurant? I had never been there before or ate from there ever in my life. But apparently they have this, like, Thanksgiving sandwich. And so my mom, me, and my sister all got one. Hey, talk about pretty amazing. I'd rate that a good 9 out of 10. That was a good sandwich. That was a good sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd eat it again. 100, I would eat it again. I need a drink. I'm talking so much. Guys, I'm talking so much. Shut me up. Oh my god. Can't take me anywhere. Oh my god. Crackhead energy. Oh my god. Do you guys remember that? Like, crackhead energy. Can't take me anywhere. Do you remember that? Because that's what I was referencing just then. Do you understand my reference or do you hate me? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay. So back to the vacation thing. Oh, yeah. The sandwich. The sandwich was so good. If you guys have, like, a Firehouse Subs, is that what that restaurant's called? You know what I'm talking about. If you guys have one of those around you, go get you a Thanksgiving sub. It was amazing. And also, while we were on this trip, we went to a dinner show. And guys, let me tell y'all this. I love a dinner show. You get to eat and watch something. Come on. Get with that, because that's amazing. I love eating and watching something. That's, like, the perfect experience. Food and a show. Come on, get into it. I love dinner. I really like food. And also, they gave us a soup. I'll tell you guys this. Big fan of soup over here. Put this on my grave. Bethany Haven, fan of soup. I love soup. I feel like Oprah. I love bread. Also, I had this thought the other day. If y'all have been watching the Taylor Swift press run, she keeps talking about bread. And it just reminds me of the whole Oprah thing where she was like, I love bread. And I really love that for Taylor Swift because I also love bread. I've never made bread. She's making sourdough bread. I've never made it before, and I really want to. And her little loaves look so good. And I love the puns she's doing. 'Cause it's like, are you ready for it? And I thought of one. This was the one I thought of. This is the pun I thought of. And it would have been fun if you would have been the bun. I think that's hilarious. Anyway, back to the dinner show. I love dinner shows. We went to another restaurant. Oh my God, guys, I love soup. I really do. I really love soup. They make this soup, and it's so good, and they give it to you in this little bowl, and they give you spoons. They do. They give you spoons. My father opted not to use them and just turned up on that bowl. I respect it. I love to eat. Could you tell? I love food so much. And, this is a really common thing in my family. We treat food differently, you guys. It is a good time. If we're happy, hey, we're eating. If we're sad, hey, time to munch. If we're feeling just plain old fine, get ready to chow down. We love food in this family, and, we always, if it's a celebratory occasion, we're eating. I'll tell you that much. We love food here in this house, and, so if we're going on a trip, our first thought is, okay, where are we going to eat? Because that's really why we're traveling. The whole reason we went on this trip specifically was my mom wanted to eat at this one restaurant. That's literally the whole reason. And it was a good old time, I'll tell you that much. And when I was at that restaurant, the waitress gave me this little lizard. She just found it. She's like, here's a lizard. And I was like, thank you. It's like she knew me. She felt my aura and knew I would appreciate the lizard. So it's in the studio now. From Tennessee to here. I got you, girl. I brought the lizard with me. Oh, also, I'll tell you this. This is crazy. So my sister, dad, and I, we went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well, the next day, we went to an Eric Church concert. What? It was so spur of the moment. They were, selling tickets for, $5 at my dad's work. And we were just like, get 4. And we did. And we went to this Eric Church concert. It was spur of the moment. It was insane. And it was a really good time. It was a really good time because it was unlike any concert I'd been to before. Well, all the concerts I've been to have been very different. I've seen Taylor Swift twice. Reputation and Eras Tour. Both, those are the best concerts I've ever been to. It's Taylor Swift, come on. And then I saw Flo Rida at my college. That was a different experience. That was outside in the ravine. We have a ravine, and it was in there. And that was a really fun experience. I was, really close. It was just a really fun time. And then I saw Eric Church the other day in an arena. Let me tell you guys what happened. This is insane. Well, first, the concert was so fun. It was so fun. We live 30 minutes away from the arena it was held at, and so I was like, guys, let's leave an hour early. That way we can get through traffic and stuff and get our seats before, the show so we can see the opener. And my parents were like, nah, no, we're only 30 minutes away. Let's leave at 6:30. The show starts at 7. Let's leave at 6:30. I'm like, are you guys out of your mind? And lo and behold, we get there late, miss half the opener. I was like, are you guys serious? I think it's rude not to come for the opener, personally. Can I talk about that for a second? I think it's so rude. If you're going to go to a concert, get your money's worth. Go watch the opener. And show them love, too, because they're also performing. They're worthy performers, too. I think it's so rude to, skip the opener and just go for, the main act, Go watch the opener. Show them some respect, But, of course, we showed up late because no one wanted to do what I said. Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. And, but we go. And it was a good time until, well, I'm not going to say this ruined the event because this was hilarious. There was a couple, and this was insane. They were sitting right in front of my dad. And these people were the most insane people I'd ever seen in my entire life. This was insane. This was the worst PDA I have ever seen in my entire life. They were basically just having sex, dude. That was how bad the PDA was. It was IRL porn. That's basically what was happening at the Eric Church concert. And my family and I, we were like, this is insane. And the guy, I mean, we all have our area, okay? This guy, he had no concept of personal space. And there was, like, some kids. They were, like, my age. A little older because they were drinking. But, like, around my age. They were, like, sitting in front of my sister, mom, and I. And this guy had no concept of personal space. And he kept getting in those, like, kids' way. And, like, messing with the son of this family. Because he was right next to this guy. And, I mean, mind you, this guy's drunk out of his mind, probably high off his rocker too, and just had no concept of personal space, kept hitting the guy, throwing his leg over and like stomping on the seats in front of him. Like, it was insane. He was like bumping into this kid, like scaring him, honestly. And it got so bad to the point, like, my mom and I, we could not stop watching this go down. Like, it was insane. We couldn't take our eyes off of it. It was crazy what was happening. We had like kind of nosebleed seats. I mean, they were $5, so obviously, but still pretty good seats. I won't lie. We had a good view. But we ended up moving to the last row, which you're not supposed to move seats, but shh, don't tell anyone. My family and I, we moved to the very last row so we could just really actually see the concert happening and not what these freaks were doing in front of us. And eventually, the dad of these, like, kids got up, moved to where we had previously been, and like started standing behind the son to like kind of protect him from this freak. It was crazy. And the son had tried to tell me, hey, you know, please cut it out, like, you're invading my space. He tried telling him multiple times. Then the dad had to get involved, and then he started like hitting the daughter too. Like, it was crazy, and he would not stop. He like genuinely wouldn't stop. And so the dad went to go get security, and I guess the girlfriend of this freak told him, like, we should go because he's gonna get I almost said the sheriff, what? He's gonna get security, we're gonna get kicked out. So they left, and the dad came back and whatever. So they just left the show. But it was insane. 2 shows at once! But nonetheless, the concert was super good. One of my favorite songs of all time is Springsteen by Eric Church. Go listen to it if you haven't. And I think Rolling Stones ranked it on their list of 250 of the best songs of the 21st century. Springsteen's on that list somewhere. I saw the other day. So, you know, go listen to that song. It's really amazing. I knew some of the songs. I didn't know all of the songs that were at the concert, but I knew some of them. And when Springsteen started playing, oh yeah, girl, I was grooving to the moving. Grooving to the, what's the lyric? Grooving. I don't know. I was grooving is basically what I'm saying. I was grooving. It was a good time. And he was like, I have nowhere to be tomorrow. And so he just kept playing. I mean, the concert, it didn't end until he was just like, well, I'm ready to go. It was insane. There wasn't like a proper ending, really. He was just like, y'all want another one? I got some more in me. And he just kept going and going and going. He sang like so many songs. He's like, I can do another one if y'all want. I mean, I don't have anywhere to be. He literally was like, I don't have another concert tomorrow. I can just stay here for a while. Are y'all okay with that? And he just stayed and played more songs. It wasn't even part of the show. It was really cool. I had a really good time. And also, I got a shirt too that I look really cute in. So, but yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed that concert. 10 out of 10 experience. Even though that one guy was a freak, it was interesting to watch. So there is also that. Now, let's talk about this. This is cray cray. So, The Life of a Showgirl came out. You guys, there has been a lot of controversy around this album because people hate it. I say you're allergic to fun because I love the album. Here's my tops. Ruin the Friendship. That one is so good. Father Figure. Yeah. Elizabeth Taylor. My favorite line, okay, be my NY. When Hollywood hates me, you're only as high as your last tip, baby. But number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have you. Guys, get into that. That song is so good. I love the album. I think people are just really hateful. I think people are really hateful and they just want to be mean. If you don't like the album, that's fine, but there's no reason to be mean, okay? And let people enjoy things. That's something I've always been a supporter of. Just let people enjoy things, like, for real. If you don't like it, you not liking something is not a big deal. Like, if you don't like it, hey, no one cares. Wow. I thought about doing a new transition, so that's what I did. Okay, editing Beth here, and I'm here to say I messed up editing. Okay, so let me explain. Let me explain myself. Let me explain myself before you guys attack me. I was literally, this is insane. Of course, I'm always like editing last minute and stuff because y'all know me, I hate editing. But the way I film is it's a very crunch time thing because I don't like to record. I could record a week in advance. I could. However, I don't like to do that because then I'm in a situation where I only have like a week's worth of content to share on the pod. So I like to wait the 2 weeks. So I have 2 weeks worth of things I could talk about on the pod, and I don't have to wait a really long time until I can tell you guys about what happened. So I like to do that. And so I usually will record on either a Friday or a Saturday night, and then that next day I spend like the whole day editing, and then that night it goes up. Well, this time in particular, I was ahead of schedule. I was like hours ahead of schedule. So I was like, hey, yay, this is like the best thing ever. Yay! And guys, of course it had to end sour. I put the video up, and then I'm like, actually, you know what? I think I want to take this part out. So I pull it back down. I went through like literally all of the steps. I mean, it was uploaded. It was just gonna wait. Everything was ready. It was going to be sent out at 12 a.m. And then I was like, I want to take this out. So I pulled everything back, and I took it out, and then I exported it again. And everything was, oh my God, there's a bee! Okay, well. Okay, so there's a bee beside me. Whatever. And so I exported, I put everything back up. It's uploaded again. Unfortunately, at this point, it's in 180p and not 4K, so I was bummed about that. But whatever. It goes up. The episode's out. Yay! Then I get a call from my mom. I'm asleep by this point. The episode's only been out for 42 minutes. I get a call from my mom. My mom was on it. She watches it the moment it comes out. And she's like, Beth, loving the episode. It is, oh my God, spectacular. Is it supposed to cut off at the end and you hear nothing else of you and it's just a black screen? Is that an artistic choice you made? And I was like, whoa, it's not. Let me go ahead and pull everything down. So I pulled everything down. And, where's this piece of hair supposed to go? I pulled everything down and I have to re-edit it now. But because of that, I have an opportunity now to put this in, and also say something that happened to me that I forgot to talk about on the pod. Okay. Last week, or the week before, something, I don't remember. I had an advising appointment. I can't speak. Oh my God. No, I had an advising appointment, and I went to go see my advisor so I could like get my rack number so I could schedule classes. I'm giving you details that don't matter. And ooh, sirens. Oh my God, they're coming to get me. It's loud. Okay. So I go, and I'm in there, and I thought, when this was said, when my advisor told me this, I thought she was just making conversation. She goes, so, she was typing on her computer. She was like, so, are you thinking about study abroad? What do you think about that? And I was just like, not really my thing, but I mean, if the right thing came along, maybe. I thought she was just making conversation, and so I wasn't trying to dog study abroad. Study abroad can be a great thing. It's not something I'm interested in. I don't really want to study abroad. I mean, I'd love to travel, but like, if I'm going to travel, I don't want to be doing school with it, So it's not my pathway that I want to take. But I didn't want to dog it, so I just said, maybe, if the right thing came along, maybe. And she goes, go to the study abroad office right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, go right now. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. And then she goes, I'm holding you to your word, Bethany. Go. And I was like, okay. I was scared. I was frightened. And I just felt abandoned in that moment. No, so I go, because I'm like, shoot, she's holding me to my word? Oh my God, I have to be like an honest person or I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. So I go to the study abroad office. The place is like barren, right? The place is abandoned. And someone's walking by. I must be silent. Okay. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. So I go to the study abroad office and the place is abandoned, right? This place, there is no one there except 2 kids. And they look at me like I am a freak. They look at me just like I'm crazy, you know, ogling at me. I'm like, whatever. So I check in on a little QR code, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And also on the QR code, when you had to like check in, it also says like, what study abroad thing would you be interested in? And I was like, okay, hypothetically, if I was going to study abroad, if I, like, gun to my head, I had to study abroad, I would, I guess, do something in creative writing because I love to write. I mean, that's my real passion, so if I was going to do it, I would want to do it in that. So I put that on there, and I turn it in or whatever, and I'm waiting for, like, ever. Mind you, I don't really have that much time to kill because I have a class. I'm waiting. And then eventually a bunch of, like, people come out of this office, and they're like, sorry, we were having a meeting. We'll be with you shortly. And then this lady comes out from, like, the room, like, all dark, and like, there's no lights. And she's like, I can take you right now. And I'm like, okay. And so I go to into her office, and she's like, sorry for the low lights. I get migraines. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I get it. My mother gets migraines. I know all about it. And then I go to I sit down in one of the chairs, and I go to put my backpack down. The guys, you don't even understand. The way in which, sorry, there were people walking by. The way in which I put my bag down, my bag is so heavy, I, like, slammed my arm into the armrest, and it hurt so bad. And I had to hide the pain. And I was just like, I'm so happy to be here. Yay! When in reality, I was suffering. But yeah, it was crazy. And then she starts talking about the study abroad. And she goes, so what study abroad would you be interested in? And I was like, you know, creative writing, I guess, would be the thing. And she goes, okay, well, what's your major? And I go, it's public relations. And she goes, okay. And then I go, but I would like to do something in creative writing. And she goes, no. So, we're going to look at public relations. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Okay. And she opens my, like, degree works, which shows, like, all the classes I need to take and have taken and whatever. And she goes, well, it looks like you've fulfilled nearly all of your gen ed credits. And I was like, yeah, I only have one left I have to fill. And she's like, interesting. And I thought to myself, why is that interesting? It was very weird. It was like she didn't believe the fact that I have almost completed all my gen ed credits. It was very weird. And then she, like, starts going through she's asked me, like, would I be interested in an internship? And at this point, I'm just doing it for the plot, okay? Because I don't even know why I'm here at this point. So, whatever. I throw caution to the wind. And I'm just like, sure, whatever, yeah, internship. And she goes, you could be gone for 3 months. And I was like, what do you mean? Guys, I have a hard time being away from my family for the 4 days I'm at school. I go home every weekend. What do you mean you could be gone for 3 months? I would die. I would clean pass away. I know. It's not going to happen. And someone, like, really looked at me just then because they hear me, like, yelling. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm filming in public. I brought this on myself. And then she's going through, like, the internship opportunities. They're all but, by the way. Because there's like, no internship opportunities for PR abroad. And then she starts going to the actual, like, study abroad things where you, like, take a class in a different country. She's going through all of the countries. And it's like, she'll, like, look at Paris, and she goes, looks me up and down and goes, not for you. Turkey. Not for you. And then, like, Germany, not for you. Like, all of these countries, she just looks at me and goes, that's not you. I'm like, you don't know me? That's what I thought in my head. I was just like, just laughing. I don't know how to act in this situation. I don't know what I'm doing. And it was just so strange. And then she goes, I don't know what country it was in, but she goes, there's a Taylor Swift class. And she goes, do you like Taylor Swift? And I was like, oh my God, I love Taylor Swift. And she goes, I don't know how anyone couldn't like Taylor Swift. She's so cool. And then she goes, but I hate music, so I don't know. What? I've never heard this before. Is this a common thing? Let me know. It's not that she hates Taylor Swift's music. It's not that. Because apparently she likes Taylor Swift. She hates music, as a concept. And I was just like, right. Never heard of that before in my life. But you know what? If that's a thing, you do you. Whatever floats your boat. I've never heard that before, though. And I thought that was I don't know. I've never met someone who hated music as an idea. Now, back to the segments we were talking about. So, you guys, to wrap this whole thing up, let's talk about something so amazing. Dancing with the Stars. Cha-cha-cha. I love Dancing with the Stars. I really do. And I have just so loved watching it with my sister. We watch it every Tuesday in the dorm, and it is a whole affair, you guys. We have a good time. We sit and we eat popcorn. We eat our dinner. It's great. And I'll tell you guys this. I have a little crush on Derek Huff. I do. There, I said it. I think he's the best judge on the show. I feel like he gives really good critiques. I feel like he really does. They're constructive. They're not mean. They're constructive. And I think he genuinely aims to help the contestants and help the pros. I really think he does. And I think he's just the best judge. I think he's very kind in what he says. And I think it comes from a really good place. And I think he really wants to make a better dancer out of these people. And so I really like him. And he is attractive. So it is what it is. And also, the other night, he dressed up like a warbler. Did y'all see that? If you don't know what a warbler is, watch Glee, you guys. Watch Glee. You know what? Can I say something? Everyone wants to say that Rachel Berry was the best singer on there, which she is, and no one can take that away from her. But Blaine Anderson? Come on. We have to get into that for a second. Oh my gosh. Somewhere Only We Know, yes. Duh. But my favorite, for real, I mean, he was also really good in Teenage Dream, but this is my favorite one. I'm so serious. Well, but I also, okay, there's a tie between my favorites. I'm Not Gonna Teach Your Boyfriend How to Dance With You. That one is so good, but also Cough Syrup. Oh my god. The whole Cough Syrup episode, that like makes me cry. I watched that when I was 11 years old, and I was like, digging my nails into the bed. I was so like, it affected me. It really did. It was so sad. It was so sad. I love that show. Anyway, but I have a crush on Derek Huff. So if you're out there watching, hi. I do have a crush on you. It is unfortunate, but I hope you have a great life. Anyway. Brooke really wants to go. Here's the plan. I become famous. Brooke also becomes famous along with me. Brooke goes on Dancing with the Stars, and she also wins. I go to every event. I go to every what are the challenge? I go to every episode. I'm saying it like that, and I watch her dance across the floor. That's our goal, you guys. Get Brooke on Dancing with the Stars. That's our goal. We have a lot of work up to, but I think we'll get there, you guys. I think we'll get there. Well, also this. My parents, while I was at school, they went out and they bought me some Halloween decorations. So I have this little pumpkin, this little disco ball pumpkin. Mirror ball pumpkin, should I say. Because I'm a mirror ball. Folklore is my favorite album. Do you guys know that? It really is. So we got that, and we got this sign that says boo. I had to put my family and I, we did not have the foresight to think that my walls are orange. So let's get an orange sign. So I ended up just a little bit ago, I put this purple paper behind it so you could actually see it. The oranges aren't the same color, and off camera you can see it, but on camera they look the exact same color. So you couldn't see it at all. And so I put this paper behind it and you can see it now. But that was really funny. So yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a good time. Hey, you guys, editing Beth here. Anyway, I forgot to mention this one thing. Brooke bought me I was literally to pull up my phone and show you the picture. I'll just insert the photo. Brooke bought me some new calico critters, the giraffe family. They are literally so cute. It comes with 4 giraffes, of course, and then 2 little twins. And the twins, they're holding binoculars and a little camera. It's literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I love it. And I love calico critters. And guys, I'm forming an army of calico critters. So really, get ready to see that. It's going to be fierce. I need to make some calico critter music videos with them. I'm very excited. Anyway, bye. I love you guys so, so much. This has been another episode of The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Halloween meow. Meow. That's my Halloween meow. Do you guys like it? Leave comments down below if you like my Halloween meow. Meow. I'm so weird. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.
be my NY when Hollywood hates me. You're only as hot as your last hit, baby. Been number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have you.